Hello and welcome to Youth and Social Life on Vanguard Live. My name is Damlola Ogunshakin, and of course today we'll be discussing youth in politics. Youth in politics. You know, we are talking about, we're talking about the recently concluded EDO election. You know, in 2015, when APC wanted to take over, the presidency, it was the change mantra that they used. Also, in 2019, in Kwara State, it was Autogate that they used then, to actually win, to also change the election. Now, what did Edo State use? Edo State used EDO No Be Lagos. So now that statement, it's very short but very, very powerful. And that's what we'll be discussing here today. And of course, I won't be doing it alone. I have a guest with me in the studio. He is Mr. Ikechukwu Agada, a public affairs analyst. And of course, if you've watched some of our other shows, I like to call him the strong man.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
It's lovely having you with us in the studio. Okay, so like I mentioned, in 2015 we used the change mantra. That was what of course APC used to enter the presidency and to just change the people's mindsets, and this is what we're going to go. And also Kwara State. Now Edo State also used EDO No Be Lagos. So now that statement is what we're talking about. As a Lagosian, what do you actually find wrong with Lagos? I was going to say EDO No Be Lagos.
I think that statement generated so many reactions. Immediately, somebody came on air, did a video in respect of the Edo's election. So the thing started trending. The statement means what is obtainable in Lagos cannot be obtainable in Edo State. We are different people. We have different cultures. We have different background. Where one man controls this thing that it cannot be allowed in Edo State. So Edo people spoke in one voice with their votes, saying the Edo State is different from Lagos, and anything Godfatherism cannot be allowed in Edo State. That was what played out in Edo State.
But that had been happening before in Edo State. So why now did people just decide that they want to go against this? And just referring to EDO No Be Lagos, I think this was talking also in reference to that of the former Lagos State Governor Akinwumi Ambode. Also, who people were just saying that he was rejected the election due to some fallout with the former governor also Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay, if you compare and contrast the two scenarios, they are not the same, because in Lagos State, somebody has already appropriated a structure. You have a structure, you have powers, you have everything on the side. So it's almost difficult to fight that person when you have not gathered strength and no political will and all those things. That was the difference between Ambode's case. But in Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole succeeded in demystifying the Godfatherism. If you check the history of Edo State, Tony Anini and all those people that used to sway in Edo State, Adams Oshiomhole, being a labor leader, somebody that came from a labor background, demystified the state. So the demystification ended Godfatherism in Edo State. So when he tried to play Godfatherism again, Edo State people say, no, you demystified it, you destroyed this Godfatherism, and we said we don't want it in Edo State. So you can't come and play it again. That was why the thing fell flat and it didn't sell. So Edo State people say no, understand? So if, as Obade is trending now, Edo people want it, if he wants to play Godfatherism again, the same thing will happen, because Edo people had already decided we don't want anybody to be a godfather. We don't want what is happening in Lagos to happen. We want people to speak. We want the voices of people to be heard, not somebody deciding their political destiny of a state. They don't want it in Edo State. So that's what happened.
Okay, so now let's just talk about Desmond Elliot, of course, who came out of recent and earlier this month and said that Godfatherism actually worked for him. He's a youth, and we're discussing youth in politics right now. Youth in politics, many youths were actually looking forward to it. They were looking at him as a role model that, when I see you, I actually have hope that one day I'll also get there, no matter how we try to push. But now he came up with a statement that Godfatherism also helped.
I think that statement is most unfortunate, it's disappointing, it's insulting to the youth constituency where I belong to, because Desmond Elliot is somebody I hold at a very high esteem. I used to love watching Nigerian movies because of him. He's handsome, he's cute, he speaks well and all those things. But I was taken aback when I saw that statement. Even if you're a product of Godfatherism, which plays out in politics, and that is the essence of youth in politics. The youths are, the generation has come when the youth, we retire all these old brigades. These people constitute a roadblock to the youth coming into politics, because most of them, they don't want to leave the space, and some of them want to die into the listing. So you saying, even if you're a product of Godfatherism and all these things, you don't have to be saying it openly. Such statements should be hidden. You don't have to be saying it, because by saying it you are discouraging so many people that want to go into politics. What do you mean by your product of Godfatherism and all those things? That means indirectly he's encouraging Godfatherism in Nigerian politics, and that has been the problem.
No, it's not indirectly, because according to statement, he said nothing is wrong with Godfatherism, and Edo State can be Lagos.
Okay, which means indirectly he's endorsing it, which is very wrong. Godfatherism is the reason why many governors are failing in their constitutional obligation, because when a godfather sponsors you, give you 3 billion, 4 billion, you have to pay back. And when you are paying back, sometimes you pay back at the detriment of the people, the welfare of the people. No development, roads will not be fixed, no electricity, nothing, no good hospital, no healthcare services, nothing, because you are trying to pay back the godfathers that sponsor you. Until Godfatherism is totally abolished and demystified in Nigerian politics, we will not get it right.
Okay, but do you think it can actually be totally abolished?
The only way it can be totally abolished and removed is for youth to troop out en masse, come out and say enough is enough. So many people, see what happened recently in one of the nations of the world, where somebody 28 years old spearheaded the remove. It's high time youth come out, and he's not sitting in the corner. They'll be complaining on social media. Most people are very good in complaining on social media. Elections are not done on social media. You have to go out, you have to participate. You don't in the end you'll be complaining. No, you come out. Let's restrict this retired old brigade. Some of them are, when I was in primary one, they were in politics. Today they are still in politics, and even till tomorrow they are. What they are doing is, when they are getting old, they will fix some of their boys, they will put them there, they will be controlling them, they will be remitting accounts, they will be paying tithes to them. And when those things are done, they can't perform, because all these monies are there. These men are very greedy. They are being blinded by greed. They don't want to leave the space because of the resources they are amassing in it. It's not because they love the people. They don't love the people.
Are you saying they don't have like a future plan for Nigeria?
They don't have. They don't have any
future.
Most of these old politicians, they don't have any future plan for any youths. For the people, they don't care about the people. What they care is for their pockets, and they are interested in amassing all the wealth for their family, their generation. They don't care.
But you are saying this statement now. So are there anything that you can use to just back up this your statement, like saying that they don't really care about?
They don't care about the people. What they do is they care about themselves acquiring. Sometimes they'll be listed among the richest people. How can a politician be listed among the richest? Did he get the money by himself? You amassed people's wealth, and you are claiming to be among the billionaires or rich people. Make money. When you are talking about rich people, you mention people, the normal industrialists, people that does not have any attachment with politics. People respect them. But when you go into politics, you steal people's money, you collect people's patrimony, you close this thing, the roads. Do you know that all the people that are dying as a result of road accident, some of these people that stole these monies will account for them, because these are monies given to you to account for the people, and you stole it, and people are dying using that road. Healthcare, what of healthcare? We don't have good hospitals. Some people are enjoying these monies while other people are dying. Why? These old brigades, Godfatherism. That is the greatest problem in Nigerian politics. Godfatherism. Until this Godfatherism is totally dealt with, Nigerian politics will be recycling, and it will never favor the masses. I have already advocated, let them remove the resources. If you want to go into leadership, go there because you love them. Don't go there because of the money.
Okay, let's take a short break, and when we come back, we'll continue from where we stop. But don't forget to keep your comments coming, but please keep it clean. We'll take it after the break. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Youth and Social Life, and of course this is the other segment of Youth and Social Life, and that's Youth in Politics. And we're talking about, of course, that statement that you've been hearing, EDO IS Lagos, Godfatherism and all that. And also, as you know, that statement is very short. And of course, I've had a guest with me in the studio, and it's the person of Mr. Ikechukwu Agada, a public affairs analyst. But of course, before we go back, let's just take some of the comments that have, of course, come in. And this is coming from Abdullah. He says, this one is loud. Victor says, a lot is wrong with Lagos. And Aliu is saying, Edo can never be a quarter of Lagos. And Chisom is saying, the shortest but most powerful statement, political statement out of Nigeria this 21st century. Edo cannot be Surulere in Lagos self. And that's coming from Afarafu. Says, and also we have Abdul Hakim is saying, Lagos is not Edo. And of course, many people are just saying Lagos is not Edo. While okay, King Otto is saying, oh God, better say the truth. Of course, I think he's just saying his mind. And also we have Kelvin says, in democracy, one party cannot continue to be in power. It means there's something wrong somewhere, just like that of Lagos politics. And Innocent is saying, Edo states don't need Godfather. That's Godfatherism. And while Don Kelvin is saying we'll need a democracy and freedom for Edo states. Of course, please still keep the comments coming. And of course, going back to you, thank you for welcome back. And we've heard about this. You're talking about politics and all that. You said youth should go out, they should troop out and try to remove the people that are there. But now, don't you think, politics is actually expensive? Now we are saying that youth should go out there, and we're talking about unemployment. How do you think these youths can actually go there when we are talking about them not having a job and, of course, politics?
Okay, I think the best way to go about it is we still have some youths that are well doing financially. Though the majority of the constituency of the youths are not doing well because there's massive unemployment. And this is a deliberate creation of this ruling old generals to make the youth remain perpetually poor so that they will not be able to have mouths to say anything. See, let me tell you, politics is manipulative. When you are manipulated, when you are poor, you discover that you cannot be able to talk. Understand? People tend to talk when they have money because most times they keep the youths in unemployment. They channel these jobs to some of their cronies, some of their families, so that they will be the ones that occupy these positions. The higher percentage of the youth remaining unemployed. Because when people are unemployed, they will be fighting for how to eat, how to feed their families, how to pay school fees. They will not be able to talk about the ills of government or what they are doing. It is a deliberate creation of the ruling class.
Okay, well, let's just talk about, as a Lagosian, let me ask you this question. In your own opinion, do you think Lagos is working?
Okay, let me start by saying, so far so good. I commend the Lagos State Governor. He has done well. I think the few months he has been in power, he has tried and all those things, he's doing well. But there are still areas that he needs to do things like the Maitu Road,
Okay, now you've commended the Lagos State government, and of course you've also commended other governors also. Yeah. And we're talking about Godfatherism working in Lagos, and we're saying need not working in other country. But if Lagos is working according to you, then why can't it continue to exist?
The truth is, if I may just put it this way, situate it properly, some of the people they have been placing on the authority of Lagos State government, they have been doing well. In terms of development, they have been doing well. In terms of strategy, in terms of... But the problem is where people take it back is one person dictating the destiny of a state. Many people frown at it. Let it be the will of the people. Yes, some of these people you are picking, they are doing very well. But let it not be only one person that is dictating the destiny of the people. Because if it's only one person, that means something is behind it that people may not know. Understand? Allow all of us to decide, yes, this person is good. There are other people that are good. But let it be the generality of the will of the people to decide people that will govern, demand the leadership of this state. Don't be the only one deciding it. That's what people are saying. And you discover that if you are the only one dictating it, whether you like it or not, many people will not like that. Because that is no longer democracy. It is autocracy. It is high-handed. It is dictatorial. Understand? Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It's supposed to be everybody deciding what is happening, not only one man deciding it. That's why people frown at it, understand? So that is where, but in terms of the people that are manning the affair, from Fashola, Ambode, and Governor Shonwolu, they are doing very well.
Okay, now, we talked about this person coming, that's been Desmond Elliot coming out to say that, Godfatherism, nothing is wrong with Godfatherism. Earlier this month, when the Pope actually came out about Ize Governor, Ize Yamon, and also Governor Baseki, who is going to win the election, and many people actually stated towards Ize Yamon, he won that poll. Do you think him coming out to make that statement actually affected the result of
that statement? Was poor politics, it was counterproductive, it was reverse and yesterday calculation. Because if you check before then, opinion poll was giving this statement, apart from the internal squabble, rumbles in APC, immediately the video went on air. Many people frowned at it. They say, so they want to transgress, or they want to move what has been happening here to Edo State. We will not allow that. So many people decided not to vote for APC because of that video. So that video, what it was intended, the aim at which that video was made was not achieved. It was reverse, it was retrogressive, it was not progressive. So immediately after making the video, so many people left APC. Even those ones that are in APC, they voted for PDP because they don't want anything associated with Godfatherism. People hate it, people despise it, because it is the genesis of what has been keeping Nigeria. After 60 years, we'll be celebrating 60 years, and Nigeria does not have much to show for in terms of the welfare of the people. People are suffering pump price, increment in pump price, people are suffering bad roads, people don't have electricity, people don't have good food to eat. So what are we celebrating? So Godfatherism is one of the genesis of this problem, and that is why people revolted against Godfatherism. That voting pattern shows a revolt, an intentional revolt against Godfatherism.
Okay, you said youth should take over. Now we are talking about youth taking over, but we've seen videos like, of course, this just completed Edo election, and the one coming up in those states. I've seen many violent pictures that have actually videos that were seen online. We saw, of course, youth being involved in political talk. Now, how do you think we can actually change the mindset of youths, and try to change them from being involved in this political talk?
The first thing to do is to empower the youths with good jobs, empower.
Now the question is, who we empower them? Because we are saying that they should come out and remove the people that are there.
Yes, the first thing is let the atmosphere, let the first of all fix the economy. When the economy is good, everybody must not work for somebody or the government. So people want to be entrepreneurs on their own. They want to create businesses on their own. When they have businesses doing, many youths will be eager. You register with a party, you come out, you do civil society, and so many other ways by which they can change this thing is by coming out. But the problem is, when many people have not eaten, they don't have good jobs, they don't have anything doing, they will be discouraged. Many youths cannot even boast of living in their own house. Many people are not doing well. That is the major reason. Most youths are discouraged because the nation is not structured to help the youths. It is structured to help only the ones that are, as the rich becoming more richer, and the cronies and the families of those riches. Other people that are not in that carcass keep on suffering because these ruling elites made it so that they keep on worshiping them, coming to them for crumbs, coming to them for anything they need. Because when you have your own, you have mouth and decide what to do. But when you don't have, you are living on somebody for assistance for anything. Anything the person tells you, you do it. Understand? So it's high time the youths shun this commenting and complaining on social media and go to the field, no matter the situation, no matter the challenges around financial challenges of this thing. Just break the walls and go.
I guess you're not the only one in support of youth taking over, because former president of Nigeria, that's Olusegun Obasanjo, he once said this. He said, I asked youth to take over leadership position by squeezing older generation out of office. That was what he said. But many youth actually countered him and said during his own time, he didn't really allow youth to rule, and he does not actually have the right to say this. So what do you actually think?
I think that the problem again is, because if you situate it properly, you check it this side, you check it this side. Some youths have disappointed their constituents. You give a youth power to do something, you discover that some youths are even worse than some of this ruling class. That is why there should be a system. The system has to be reviewed in such a way that youths with integrity, people that have been tested and trusted, even from little position, should be given opportunity. Not every youth, because some youths
have criminal. Do you have any evidence that youths are ready to rule?
Yes, youths are ready. That's not too young to this thing that they signed. It was a conglomeration of youths. They came together. They said, enough is enough. We are tired of this. Understand? We want to go into this thing.
But you know, to actually take over something, you have to start from somewhere. So what have the youths done to say they want to take over?
Most youths have been registering in different parties. Youths wanted to form their own party. That was like why Kingsley Moore, Feladro, and all those people came. They represent the youth constituents. But the problem that even when a youth is coming out, most youth will not even support that person, because most of these older men are the ones with these monies, and they channel it to the, because they say when how do they say it, goats, understand, if the person that carry grass is the one that the goat follows. These older men are the one with plenty of this cash, and they distribute it to some of these youths that are jobless and unemployed, and they bring them to their own side, leaving those ones that are capable with integrity, that are highly educated and everything then needed for these leadership positions. They collect them on their own side. So that is the problem why these things has been happening. But if you suppress the people, at a time will come when they will rise up and say enough is enough. And that time, I see it coming. When people will be so tired. People are already fed up. Imagine the electricity hike. Imagine the pump price. Imagine the VAT 7.5. People are already tired. If you talk to people, if you go to the street, you discover that people are fed up. Understand? Before you know it, people can revolt. Again, but the best way to revolt is to revolt using your voter's card during the election. Okay,
but lastly, I want to ask you this question. You know, this is the 21st century, and we're still talking about a democracy working and it not working. So, do you actually think Nigeria is really in the 21st century? Because it seems we keep discussing everything over and over again. Last year, people talked about youth ready for politics. Last year, same thing now. We're still talking about it this year. And possibly next year, people are still expecting them to discuss it. So do you think that Nigerians, youth, are really in the 21st century in Nigeria?
That 21st century, in terms of Nigeria, is just semantics. It's just English. It's just speaking mere expression of words. But in terms of what it means, there's nothing like that in Nigeria, because the 60-year independence we are celebrating, what are we celebrating for? We don't have much to show. We can't compete with most. Okay, Ghana took electricity and so many other things from us. Imagine Ghana president came to Nigeria and was advising, go back to your country and invest. Most of these nations, they don't even want Nigerians in their country again. Can't we develop our own? Can't we do it? We are the giant of Africa, only in population, not in deeds or welfare. Ghana, South Africa, most of them are doing better than Nigeria. Why can't we do it? Bad leadership. So the problem of this country is leadership. Understand? Not that we don't have the resources, we are blessed, but the problem is leadership. And it is high time the youth troop out, say enough is enough. Let's change this, retire these old men, so that people that have the passion for leadership, not because of what they are going to get, but because of the passion they have to serve the people, can go into the elected positions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ikechukwu Agada. It's been lovely having you with us in the studio. So, and of course, Mr. Ikechukwu Agada is saying that youths should come out. They should come out to rule and also to take over, but not because of their personal interest, but because of the passion to change Nigeria. And that's all from me today on youth and social life and youth and politics. Don't forget that you can always like and follow us on our social media platforms that are showing on your screen, or visit our website www.vanguardindia.com to get more of our top stories and also to know what is happening around the world. It's the weekend. Enjoy your weekend, and don't forget to stay safe, stay clean, protect yourself. This coronavirus is still out there. Bye bye.